Let's talk about some of the best ways to take care of yourself during an intense Scorpio new moon. And this one has been intense following an intense month of eclipses. So stay with me. We're going to get through this. And I've got some tips for you today on how to best take care of yourself and attend to your needs so that you can make the most of these intense energies to transform in good ways and align with this empowerment process and support your inner journey. I'm Marina Ormes here with your Astro Vibe for Monday, November 13th. And the new moon officially is this morning, or happened this morning, depending on when you are watching this video. Very early my time, just within an hour or so after midnight. So I'm on Pacific time in the United States, so you may need to adjust for your own time zone. And yesterday, November 12th, I put out a video kind of describing in depth the astrological alignments for this new moon, what it means for this moon cycle that we're beginning to have these particular alignments at this Scorpio new moon. So check out yesterday's video if you missed that for a deeper dive into the actual alignments and meanings of this particular Scorpio new moon. But today I thought to build on what I shared with you yesterday, that we would talk a little bit about some self-care practices that might be most beneficial to you at this time. So some of the things we might have been noticing yesterday and, heading into this new moon, perhaps today you might notice some of these things. Some intensity in terms of feeling. So raw feelings coming to the surface, things that you normally might be able to keep a lid on, or other people in your life might be able to keep a lid on, right? Things surfacing that might be awkward or uncomfortable, pushing buttons, activating whatever it is that triggers you, might be bringing up old traumas, right? This is a deep process of death and rebirth. That's what Scorpio is. It's transformation. So we are dying to the things that no longer serve us as we make way for the things that we are ready to embrace, embody, step into, receive, right? It's magic. It's this magical energy that is how things move and change in ways that are unseen. So that is the energy, the vibe of Scorpio. It's mysterious. It deals with these things that we can't explain, mystery, the occult, what happens to us after we die? Where do we come from when we're born? Like, these are questions that we just don't have answers for. So with this energy, this intensity that may be coming up, you might be feeling things. You might be having some of your deepest, most sensitive places coming up to the surface. And so first and foremost is going to be to have that sacred time and space that you need to feel your feelings, to process whatever is coming up, to honor it, to respect it, right? So instead of trying to deny or put a lid on it or escape it, which you can't do anyway, it's actually the process of having a way of welcoming that energy, of saying, yes, this is intense, and it is being welcomed the same way you would welcome a birth of a baby, right? That there's certainly an uncomfortable, very intense process that happens when we give birth, or even if we know someone giving birth, right? So with this intensity, what do you need to do? The welcoming of it is the recognition that we are giving birth to something new. And so we honor that, we respect it, we welcome it. And we want to create that sacred time and space to allow ourselves these things that may not be, societally acceptable, right? Maybe we need to have some emotional process. Maybe we need time to write in a journal or to meditate, to just be in nature, to feel into our bodies and what our bodies need, and thinking about some of the deeper ways that you can take care of yourself, recognizing that you have this deeper process going on. So ritual is another really good way to embrace and work with the scorpionic energies. It's a great time to have an affirmation. Of course, around the new moon, I always recommend that you set intentions. So this is a great time to not only get in touch with what's important to you, what you want to create, and giving the time and attention to really connect with that, right? Well, maybe you're unhappy with XYZ. Maybe there's something in your life that isn't going the way you want it to. Maybe something created a disappointment, or something that feels like you want it to be better. You want to work on it. And so envisioning, actually letting yourself move into and feel and vision what it feels like to have that problem solved, or to have that thing that you want, or to have the feeling in your life that you want. What is it? If you want money, is it a feeling of abundance? That's really what you want at that deeper level. Is it a feeling of belonging? Is it a feeling of safety? Is it a feeling of creativity? So, and of course, we all want all these things, right? But connect with the one that is maybe something that is coming up for you right now. So maybe it's whatever it is that might be feeling uncomfortable, or bringing up a little bit of pain, or awareness, right? So anything that's focusing our awareness. And so that's where you want to focus your attention. Get clear about, what does it look like if this is healed, if this is transformed, if this is really the way that I wish it was. So instead of wishing that it was, get in touch with what it is you really want, and imagine yourself having that thing. This is the practice of a ritual that helps you to call that in. And so whether it's writing it down as an affirmation, whether it's creating an altar for yourself with something that represents that outcome that you want to create, it could be journaling and writing it out. It could be painting it, or drawing it, or singing it, or dancing it, or just tuning in with your body and feeling that feeling in your body of what it feels like to have that thing, or the way it feels when things are healed, or the way you want them. So really doing something that supports you in creating the outcomes, the magic, the healing, the things that you want. That is how to take care of yourself today, because that is what is unfolding, what is emerging, what is being given birth to. And it is the process of denying or suppressing that natural transformation and opening to new possibilities. When we deny that, that is when we get confused and things feel overwhelming. We don't know how to navigate the chaos. So navigate the chaos by coming back to center, getting clear about what you want, why you want it, what it feels like when you have it, and put it into some sort of affirmation, or something that represents the thing you want, right? Whether it's writing it out or putting something that symbolizes that. And that is going to take care of yourself. Also, creating that sacred time and space for yourself, and also honoring your emotions, because that is the way things change, through the energy of emotion, right? Energy in motion, emotion. So when you feel the emotions, when you let yourself be present with what is showing up, with what is moving, with what is making you feel confused or triggered or emotional or whatever. Maybe it's making you feel super creative, super passionate, right? Those are all possible as well. So getting in touch with what that is, being present with it, and letting it move you. Letting it move you where it wants you to go. Scorpio is a water sign and it wants to flow. So let yourself move where the energy wants to go. And it is that trust that will carry you exactly where you need to be. So give yourself permission to imagine, to envision, to get in touch with the feeling of what things look like when they are actually the way you want them. Thank you so much for being here. I'm Marina Ormes, and you can learn more about me at astrologyheals.com. I do have a meditation available for purchase if you would like some support in working with this Scorpio new moon. It is a meditation that is geared specifically for working with this Scorpio new moon energy. It is a recorded 30-minute guided meditation that I have recorded, and you will receive the recording as well as a transcript that you can listen to the recording as many times as you want. It's yours to download when you purchase it, and you'll also have that transcript to refer to. So if you want that deeper support to work with these scorpionic energies, check it out. I have the link in the description for this video as well as yesterday's. And if you missed yesterday's video, definitely go watch that. You may even want to rewatch it if you watched it once, because really good in-depth analysis on the energies of today's Scorpio new moon. Thank you so much for being here. I'm Marina Ormes, and you can learn more about me at astrologyheals.com. Check out that link to the guided meditation in the description for this video. You can read all about it, see if it's right for you. Let me know if you have any questions. Thank you for being here. Thank you for subscribing and for sharing your thoughts. I so appreciate you.